ball as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep is Tavon Austin. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Again to Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Kansas City gets the ball back here in a second and continuing to kind of analyze the start for Patrick Mahomes this year. 10 touchdowns, and we're told that's the most touchdowns in 2 weeks in the NFL in its history for a guy to start the season.
Yeah, can you believe that? First 2 weeks of the season, 10 touchdowns. I believe only 1 interception, too, right? So he's taking care of the...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun. Swing to the pit, right.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his pass incomplete. CD, switching gears for a second, after last year, 7 NFL head coaches were relieved of their duties. And in week 1 of this season, those 7 coaches went 0-7. They fared a little better, though, in week 2.
They certainly did. Finally got into the win column. 3 of those happened. 1 in Chicago, 1 in Tennessee, and 1 in Indianapolis. Finally,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Trying to go back to Watkins, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the post-game press conference after week 2.
We're not talking about the beard this time.
No, well, that was part of the ensemble.
We're talking about the trappings, aren't we?
How about that outfit? Those were Deshaun Jackson's clothes, is that right?
My understanding. Clothes, jewelry, shades, the whole deal. He came out and paid homage to his guy who got him a 75-yard touchdown pass in the game, and everyone had a ball with it. Media, team, Fitzpatrick, you name it. I'm sure Deshaun Jackson got a kick out of it as well. Personally, I thought he raided your closet because when I saw him come out, I said, hold a second. That's how Brandon dresses when we leave a ball game.
My favorite thing, though, from all of this was the social media post that had 2 different pictures. On the left, it was his freshman year at Harvard. Looked like the All-American boy. And then that press conference photo on the right. You want to talk about the alter ego of somebody? That was it right there. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Hunt. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go. Blue 45.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Malik Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams that are winless, which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in, but the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in franchise history they've started 0-2. None of the previous 14 times have they started 0-2 and made the playoffs. So the John Gruden era, not off to the start they're looking for, but I do think they're going to improve during the year. I wouldn't rule them out just yet. They might make a little bit of history with their franchise. I think the Steelers and the Browns at 0-1-1, it's an odd record, but the Browns actually feel halfway decent about it if they can fix their kicking. The Steelers, utterly disappointed they're 0-1-1.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0 right now. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Throwing now is Mahomes, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes now on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big run that time by Elliott. 62 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. All right, now.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Kill. 20 seconds.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Try. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Over the middle, and hits Austin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
46. Here we go, 46.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
There we go, count. We're going to 54,
He'll get it up the middle, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done. Good about that victory.